Hello, everyone. This is Seth from Gimp Hero Games, coming at you with the next installment of progress on ManaBat. 10 days ago, this was a pretty much just a test combat scene. Last thing I was working on was the weapons pass, trying to get the sword and board, dual daggers, and quarterstaff all set up. I have those done now. Heavy attacks, they do their status effects specific to the weapon types, and light attacks have a chance to proc the status effect that the heavy attacks pretty much proc guaranteed. So I have all of that stuff set up. It's all data driven. You can swap it out as needed, and eventually it's scalable to where I can add all the actual weapons that I'm planning on for the game. Should this prototype end up proving out. So otherwise, the mostly I'm in demo mode now, preparing for launching this thing as a first playable. I'm still planning on having that done this month. So we'll see if I can, but for now, we'll take a look at what I got. So I have a boot shell set up. My splash screen kind of pops up, and here I've got my just starting screen. So you can see settings. I have some master volume brightness, just basic stuff. I don't have an Xbox controller diagram yet because I'm building this with that in mind. But and then if you quit, it closes out the game. So that's always important, right? But otherwise, yeah, let me start this game up. So right now it's generating the world. It gets a fresh seed every single time. It generates with 4 biomes plus the heart biome, which is where the world tree lives. This itself is the heart biome, and this is the world tree that I can walk right through. I never tried that before until now. You can also see I've got an occlusion shader set up, so you can see yourself from behind things. It's just temporary for right now, but and then so there's 4 different biomes that you can get that generate are the mountain biome, which is what this one is with the kind of darker ground. This biome down here, this is the volcanic desert biome. And you can see I get into the water, and I'm slowing down a little bit. I can get out of the water. This is the plains biomes, kind of grassy plains. And then this right here is a piece of the coastal biome. So each one of the elementals are their natural realm is accordingly. So the water elemental belongs in the coastal biome. The air elemental owns the plains biome, the fire elemental owns the volcanic desert biome, and the earth elemental temporarily owns the mountain biome. Normally the earth elemental goes in the canyon biome, and the mountain biome belongs to the metallic elemental or the metal elemental, but I had to change these things just because I'm sticking with 4 elements for right now. And then the heart biome here, this is where the final battle ends up taking place. Every 100 years, there's a final battle. You'll be able to find resources and stuff and direct the NPCs to build defenses around the world tree. So you can build walls, you'll be able to build traps. Depending on how the biome actually generates, the landscape, you'll end up using it to your advantage. So, but yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at for right now. Let me go ahead and start the current final battle objective. The world tree's under attack. I gotta defend it. They're coming from the mountains. Which mountains? Which mountains? There they are. Found them. Alright, we're gonna do water and earth combined ability. And that is the mud ability. I'm gonna throw some fire at you too. Yeah. So you can see with the water and the mud, it kind of gathers them up in the center right there. It's really good crowd control major ability. And I will eventually get these guys to be more... Oh no! Yeah, get steamed. So water and fire together make a steam combination, which does damage and also kind of sucks enemies into the center. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Get fire. You're on fire. Stop, drop, and roll. Oh, he died. Hiya, hiya, hiya. So heavy attack, you can see that the movement speed is slowed because of the particle effects that were going around that enemy's feet. Oh, getting pincered. Get on fire. Yeah, those guys are all dead. Defend the tree! Burn! I'm pretty sure... Nope, that guy's not dead. I need to change it so that way it's easier to know when these guys are dead. Yeah, get pushed. Yeah, let me change some weapons. Get this one. Slash. Now, for the daggers, you can see this kind of yellow particle effect around this guy. That's a action slow, so the daggers, I kind of named it the palsy, because what happens is it stabs pressure points in muscles and causes action slow. But there we go, complete. I defended the world tree. It's got 83% health. Woohoo! So here, once the run is complete, you'll go through and you'll be able to kind of see stats, how many enemies you killed, what your favorite weapon was, all the different stuff. So in the back end, I'm tracking a bunch of telemetry data, which is pretty much just logs, checking, damage numbers that are coming out, seeing what, weapon was attacked with, what elements were used, and so on. And then, you can see here, it gives a tree hit point loss, your favorite spirit was air. Which that's not true at all, but I don't know, whatever. I gotta go through and verify that stuff. Yeah, so the player is going to be able to see like how they did on each one of their runs, and they'll be able to just kind of, get a little bit of an idea of like, oh, okay, I did this. And because I'm trying to gather the data anyway, at this point, you'll kind of go through your stats, and then you'll be able to say, would you mind answering, a few questions? And I plan on about 8 to 12 questions that the player can actually type in, and an optional allow me to upload that telemetry data to me, so that way I can pair it with the questions that you answer and kind of go through and pair up the telemetry data with how you answered your questions. It'll help me tweak things like like tutorial. Am I onboarding you guys well enough? Do I need to explain something more? What stances we're using, what weapon types, all the different stuff, and it'll help me understand what I got to do to get this going a little bit better. And then also, especially, I got to get the feedback. Is this fun? What would make it more fun? More challenging, less challenging, more exploration? Well, I guess everything needs to kind of come down to combat, because that's pretty much what this prototype is for, is the combat. But otherwise, the rest of the stuff that I'm planning on working on next, I'm going to be doing just like a very basic dialogue system, just so that way when you meet the elementals, they'll say, hi, I'm, Flamey, and I do fire and stuff, and then it'll, kind of tell you like, a little bit about the character and everything. I'm not going to implement any of the AI behavioral systems or anything like that I have in mind. That's kind of my next prototype, is developing all of those systems. Right now, this is just combat for the game. I also got to add a mini map, so that way the player can see a waypoint to the first shrine. They can know where north is, so that way when the last battle is telling them, oh, they're coming from the mountains, they're coming from the south, you'll know where to go. And then, yeah, the victory celebration stuff, as I've already elaborated on, I'm planning on getting all of that stuff built in there and set up. Hopefully as early as next week, but we'll see. So, yeah, otherwise that's where I'm at for right now. It's been a fun couple of weeks, been a busy couple of weeks, but I've gotten quite a bit of stuff done. So I do have vacation. I'm going to be taking vacation next week, so I'll be out and So it'll probably be a little bit later than 2 weeks before my next update, but hopefully I will have just as much stuff to show. So otherwise, thank you very much. Hopefully this was fun and exciting, and at least a little bit inspiring. And see back, continue, and yeah, hopefully. I don't know, hopefully you're excited to see what comes next. I know I'm getting more and more excited. So, and hopefully you'll want to give this a try and play the game. Tell me what you think. So, anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate you being here, and more than anything, I hope that you have yourself a beautiful day.